Hello, Jamaica and lovers of Jamaica. Welcome to my channel. So, today I have a few things that I want to address as it pertains to America, Jamaica. Yeah, there's a very heavy American influence in Jamaica right now, and that's the reason why Jamaica is going to shit. But if God has given me any power, I will make sure I use some of it to stop that from happening. Right. So before I begin, let me just see something. Let's just bring up the news, cuz I heard about it. Yeah. Marshall Montano takes grand gala stage after receiving Jamaica's key to the city of Kingston. Okay. In my walk with God, I have learned not to be so judgy, right? But right off the bat, that one they don't sit well with me. Okay, and that's part of the reason why I'm here right now. CNW network. I don't know who news network that belong to. Let's see who else. Loop Jamaica. Fury over decision to honor Marshall Montano as JA's Independence Day. On JA's Independence Day. Yeah. Yeah, that's Loop Jamaica. So it's an official thing. Alright. So that is what I wanted to confirm. That is something official. Trinidad soca star Marshall Montano to be awarded keys to Kingston, Jamaica. What kind of madness is that? So Trinidad no want to give Marshall keys to Trinidad City, but Jamaica want to give Marshall keys to Jamaica City. Interesting. So, yeah, my name is Chanel Green and I have a suspicious mind. Why? Because we're in the times of revolution, revelation. This is the apocalypse. And right now, if you want to do crime, you must be willing to do the time. Because nothing can be hidden nowadays days. And if you pass across my screen and you annoy me, and I am moved, I am going to take the initiative to find out what the bumbleclot really are going. Because we not do sellouts. That's me being judgy. But that's how I feel when I see those reports, okay? That don't look right to me, and it don't look right to a lot of people. And that's the reason why I'm here now, to get clarity from the Most High God itself as to what the hell are going. Should we be outraged? Should we be suspicious of this action or not? That's one of the questions that we'll be addressing today. The next one we want to address today is Freddie McGregor. I've seen him and he don't look like he's doing too well, and more people been saying that he's not doing too well. So I want God to give him a message. Let's see what God seemed to have a message for Freddie McGregor. And Jamaica's government regarding your gay agenda. God have a message for you too. So God have a message for Freddie McGregor and the Jamaican government regarding its gay agenda. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is Freddie McGregor. Let's find out what God wants to say to Freddie McGregor. So before I start, Most High God, I'm going to ask you to please come in and use me so that I can send out very accurate information. Okay? Please use me as you see fit. All right? Thank you. It's like God send me ear dirty. God's like, let's clean this house up first. Fair enough. I'll take that. All right. So Freddie McGregor. You know, we have to give thanks for our greats, okay? May God bless you. So let's see. What does God want to say to you at this time, Freddie McGregor? Two more times, then your message is ready. Alright. These are oracle cards. We like to use these because not only do I get the messages, but you get to see them actually manifest, okay? So you know it's not just me talking to you and telling you whatever the hell I feel like, okay? I'm working with the Most High God for real, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, oh, Freddie, you are in God's hands. That's the first thing God wants you to know. Okay? So breathe. Relax. That's the first thing. Okay? I actually made this deck to help out the reggae industry. You know, sometimes the doctors need a doctor. So it's like the reggae thing get quiet for a while, and I know inspiration is hard to find. COVID, fucking presidents and prime ministers acting a fucking fool, things just depressing, murder rate sky high, all kind of shit is there to bring your energy down. But in the midst of all these things, we should remain hopeful and positive. Don't worry about what other people are doing so much. Know what you are doing. If everybody do their part, things will start coming together. So keep your spirit high and stay hopeful. Just as the wicked is hopeful that they can corrupt, we, the positive, we who are of the light, we who love righteousness should be positive that we can turn this around and make things better. Okay? Let's be as hopeful as them and even more hopeful. Because it is time for things to get better. Right now, badness out of style. So we who love God and righteousness need to recognize that we are in the driver's seat right now. This is the part of the story where God will move heaven and earth to bless us. Because we're here to fulfill God's will. Don't doubt it. God is looking for a few good men and a few good women. And a few good children. Ooh, Freddie! God said you need some new energy in your life. That's gonna revitalize you. Focus on a new album. So maybe God has been giving you the inspiration to come with some new things, but perhaps you've been running because you don't want no controversy. But let me tell you, this is the time where we have the power to be as controversial as we need to be, because the earth needs cleaning up physically and spiritually. And you guys are the spiritual healers of the earth. That's why people love you everywhere and anywhere. All where they don't speak English and you get utmost respect. Recognize your power. So God is calling on you to focus on a new album. The underlying issue is you are in God's hands. So no matter what it is that God is putting in your heart for you to share with the world, give them the message. You are what I am without these cards. I am giving God's message, and God is wanting to use you, as usual, to give the messages. Whatever message that is that God put in your heart. Trust that you will be fine. Okay? Ooh, and then we have created with club vibes in mind. So happy vibes. It says oneness through dance choreography. Ooh, okay. So God want you to make a thing where some of them could be songs where you inspire people to get together and do a one dance move where everybody just depend the same vibration. Alright? So you are being called to spearhead that. So whatever sickness you got that's trying to bring you down, drop it. Because it can't do you nothing if God have you. God give and God take. And God say right now, I want you to focus on life and living. So all who think you're going somewhere, they are mistaken. And if you think you're going somewhere, you're mistaken too. Your place is here, in the realm of the living, to be teacher and healer as always. That is your message. God said, be your own biggest critic and your own biggest fan. So God is saying that I'm putting the message in you. Don't make nobody tell you what's good and what's not good enough. Listen to them, but let the final decision come from you. Because God is working with you directly. So God says, I want you to listen to me. You can listen to them too, but feel the vibe within you and let the final decision always come from you, because God is working through you. Okay? Look, God says be you. So if you're a lover man, if you're a lover's rock man, or whatever vibe you depend, that's the vibe that we're going to be holding in the dance hall. So everybody going to grab them partner and scrub out the dub. Okay? Alright, we'll bring back the good vibes again. Alright? And sing about friendship. So remember all those people who've been good to you, including the Most High God itself. You see me? Positive vibes. And God says it's all about how you say it. So be creative, feel the vibe, bring the passion. Look, sing love songs. God said, do you. This is how I made you, and I made you this way because this is what you're supposed to do. Okay, you're one of my love ambassadors. So, yeah, we got work to do. So, if God says yes, nobody can say no. That's your message, Freddie. Moving on. Next on the agenda, the Jamaica government. Let's talk to the Jamaica government and your gay bumbleclot agenda for Jamaica. Ha! First of all, Jamaica, let me tell you something. The reason why you're being fought against is because you are too strong. The reason why they are bringing all this deception into your land is because you're too strong. So they're going to bribe you with money, bribe you with power, and fuck your whole shit up. Fuck up your culture, fuck up your reputation, fuck up your future. Because you're too strong. You know the game. A lot of you know the game that's being played right now when it comes to these American superpowers. They think them a superpower right now. They might get their ass handed to them. Right. So, let's see, what does God want to say to the Jamaican government regarding their gay agenda specifically? What does God want to say to you at this time? Where do we find that answer, please, Most High? Okay. Alright, so I'm being led to 2 decks, and this is my judgment deck. Well, let's see what message is going to come from it. 2 more times and then we're ready. At the bottom of the deck, we've got Heart with a Key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together and perfect. Interesting. So the underlying issue is all about giving love and receiving love. Hang on. Let me get this lotion because my hands are dry. Alright, so the card we have to come out for you is not today. It says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call or person, boundaries and still angry. But it was to the side, so I'm going to check the energy to see if it's meant to be in the reverse or not before we continue. Feels correct like this. Yeah, it's in the reverse. Alright, so God says today. So everything I just said to you, reverse that. So that means you need to deal because the shit hurt. You cannot avoid this conversation, call or person or subject. You need to set some boundaries. So it's in the reverse. Shit is upside down. The underlying issue is healing heart. You're hurting the Jamaica people and God says that you need to deal with this shit today. You need to start to put things right today. So healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship, or y'all addiction to money and being weak. Talk about your prime minister this and your MP this and your mayor this and your honorable bumbleclad this and that. Lies! Y'all are a disgrace. Are you a pussy? You're just them little bitch. Anyway, so we have the engagement ring. It's time for you to commit to your people again. It says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. It's time for you to revive your relationship with the public, the Jamaican public. Stop forcing this crap on their children. Stop forcing this nonsense on the adults. And stop forcing it on the adolescents. You're going to pay for it. You're supposed to know that Jamaica people is not a people to ramp with. It's time for you guys to heal. Then we have Dragonfly. It says be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. It's time for you to stand up for your country, stand up for your culture, stand up for what you know is godly. Because to stand up for what is not godly is to go against God. Do you even know the powers that you're fucking with? You see, because God is so merciful and God is so kind and God is so patient, people tend to take God for some kind of idiot. This is a warning. It's time to heal. It's time to undo the bullshit that you've been trying to impose on the Jamaican people. You know why they use you? Is because Jamaica people are so influential. If people see Jamaica people doing this worldwide, then they're going to think that it's okay to do it too. That's how much power the Jamaican people have. God is not playing. We got sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. God says it's time to start working on it. This sabotage that you're allowing them to use you to do to your people, Jamaica government. It's time for you to break up. It's time for you to end it. It says break up, separation, stop the bumbleclot pattern. Silent treatment and abandonment. Everybody else is abandoning the US and their nonsense. God says stop. So now let's find out what your judgment will be. Let's see what God wants to tell you from this here deck. Let me slow down and calm down. Wait. Okay. Let's see what God wants to tell you from this deck. I never believed it them you would have heard them kind of reports. I come from out to Jamaica. I did a little songwriting exercise for the dancehall young people them and even the elders too. But I did a little exercise so that I can help to inspire them to be more creative, to show them the path to actual success, how to revive the dancehall music, how to get back to their days of glory, right? And the first thing that God wanted to talk about in those readings, because every week I would come back and say, like, I'll go with them on the journey. Well, through God, I allow God to use me to go with them on this journey so that God could tell them whatever they need to know. Each week for a month we did this, right? Trying to encourage them to write new songs that are more fit for a wider public, not just songs about drugs or killing or scamming or any of that negative stuff. Actual, get back to dancehall the way how dancehall used to be. All right. So the first thing God wanted to talk about is this rise of homosexuality in Jamaica. And that's not the direction that I was carrying this thing in, but that's what God wanted to talk to them about. That's what God wanted the youth of Jamaica to focus on, because it's becoming a real problem. And if it becomes a real problem for Jamaica, America knows that it's going to become a real problem for the rest of the world. And as you can see, America is trying to corrupt the whole world. And right now, a lot of people is not standing for America and them nonsense, because look at what they're doing to their own fucking country, and you want to bring that shit to Jamaica. Eh? Do you even know who you're ramping with? So I'm saying all that to say that this is a serious one. I didn't intend for the songwriting mission to go down that road at all, but God found it essential for people to start to speak up against that living. The first thing that God was telling them is how it brings diseases, how it breaks down the family, how it breaks down the culture. Scientifically is bad. Social science, physical science, all kind of science. The only thing it might be good for the science of finances, because a lot of people do it for the money and for attention. But it is corruption. It is an abomination. It is destruction. It is a way that leads to destruction. Not only of your people, but people abroad. Because a lot of people see Jamaica people as our role models and influences. We are intrigued by the charisma of the Jamaican people, the creativity, the boldness, the strength, the vitality, the zest for life. Don't fuck around. I get on my nerves. Out of order. Me and my friends Bunny and Z. Living up. What? They must say, find you a party, not chichi man, kya. Give me the fire, make me burn them. Burn a fire, we say. Stop your nonsense. All who want to be batty man, all who want to be homosexual need to be given their whole rascal. As a matter of fact, I said it already on my Facebook. America need to give all who want to be homosexual fucking visas to come to their country. Like all the homosexual then go to America and live in one stinking Batman shitty piece. All the transgender, all the homosexuals, go to America. That's your place. They're supposed to give you free visa, no problem. Since they want to turn the whole world into homosexual so bad, all of you need to go America. This is a problem. And God say you need to stop. No. You saw it yourself. God say, I don't want to hear about that today. Today. Okay? Deal with it from today. One more time for the shuffle. Are we ready? At the bottom of the deck, loss of bladder control, infections, sicknesses. And I was hearing somebody say what's on the rise when it comes to the women is when these men have anal sex with girls, they then take the penis and put it in the vagina. When they do that, they transfer bacteria from the anus into the vagina, and that's causing a lot of problems in the females. And then when another man who is not involved in the anal sex at all come to this girl and deal with her, he end up picking up infection because she has been contaminated. So if you have a rise of these type of sicknesses in Jamaica, it has a lot to do with having anal sex. America is teaching you nonsense as usual. America's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. It has always been that. God says start over. It's a blank card. Start over. And if you don't do it, God will make it happen. Do you know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah? Listen, when the place get too contaminated and become a biohazard, God will just wipe you out. Straight up. fresh. Makes me wonder why the volcano start to kick up. The whole south side of my island gone. The south side and the east side of my island. Make me wonder now what the hell was going on in them places there. Because God decided in this mission to clean up the earth, God is going to start with Montserrat and Antarctica. So if God decided to start with my little island of Montserrat, then who the hell are these people in Montserrat for real? What really are going on in a Montserrat? Me know Antarctica itself is a mystery. So I can understand why God would start with Antarctica. That's why they keep people away from Antarctica so bad. But Montserrat is so tiny. So what is being hidden in a Montserrat? What was going on over on the south side of Montserrat that God just wiped it out? And over on the east side. So this reading here reveal things to me about even my own country. Cause my country don't have a lot of killings in there, no, but when it comes to spiritual wickedness, yeah, something wrong with my people. When it comes to a spirit of excellence, something wrong with my people. So, the underlying issue, loss of psychic abilities. What the hell does that mean? I want to clarify that. And then more loss of ability. Can't do this and can't do that. God said, I will take your whole shit from you. Loss of property. God will wipe out the whole of Jamaica. I swear a piece of Jamaica done sink under the sea already. What over they call port? I don't know what me talk about. Port. I don't remember what it's called, but I heard about a place in Jamaica that fell. It dropped under the sea. God will sink that whole shit, blood. And you will lose your position. The world will not see you or respect you in the way that it does at the moment. Because it's already started to dwindle. It's like, what are you doing? Look, loss of voice. And you can't talk and spread no more messages because you corrupt the people them. Look, loss of influence. This is the power that you have at the moment. God said, I'll take all that shit from you. Look. One other blank card. I said, I'll take all that from you and make you start back over. Jamaica in a serious problem. With great power comes great responsibility. Look. You're getting ugly. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. It's a disgrace. And God is not having it. So you better take this shit seriously or watch. Like Bruno Mars say, you don't believe me, just watch. Don't worry, to all the people in Jamaica who deserve to come out of Sodom and Gomorrah and not go down with Sodom and Gomorrah, God will let you know when it's time to leave. If it gets to that. But right now, that's the direction you all are headed in. Hurricane Gilbert was nothing. And whatever piece of Jamaica that sank under the sea, that's nothing. God can sink the whole thing. Because you're not going to come and fuck up the rest of the world. God gave you great power and great influence. You need to use it responsibly. So let's see what God means by this loss of psychic abilities. It's throwing me off. Tell us more about this loss of psychic abilities, please, Most High. So which one? This one. All y'all wanna walk around and look all prim and proper, eh? And yet your heart and soul just stink and dirty. But I want to walk around and act like you're better than the regular people, eh? You're a disgrace, man. Don't feel too prim and proper and high and mighty above everybody else. You're a fucking disgrace right now. You don't look good. None of you look good. If you have the power to make positive change in a Jamaica and you choose to fuck it up, you don't look good. I don't care how much name brand, what kind of car you drive. Me no care how light your skin is. I don't give a fuck. You're ugly. By his deed shall a man be known. Are you ugly? I mean, what the whole world for know you're disgusting. So all the little young girl and young boy, then when I go around and have sex with your politicians and I think that I have sex with somebody who is of high esteem, you're having sex with somebody's little bitch. We are not impressed. Them act like them are done wrong you, but them are America's little bitches. Enough of them have to get digging at them body for them money there. For money and power and status. So them can't fuck you, but later on somebody fuck them. In a them booty. Little shit. It disgusts me. Jamaican people can't get a break. Jamaican people can't get a blight. Eh? People left from overseas and go home to Jamaica to build their life. And finish off their life, if so they see it, in their country in some warm sun. Eh? With some good Jamaican food and some cool breeze, some clean air and whatnot. What they come home to? They come home to start a business. Only to be extorted by the gang them there. Are you allow the little young boy them instead of telling them to go find job and learn them trade and find out what them passion and them skill is? Are you glorify violence and turn all the little young man them into killer, sinner, waste man? And I want to walk around like I are the best thing since sliced bread. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are ugly. So much talent in Jamaica. Do you know what Jamaican people are capable of? Me see the kind of thing them where some of the Jamaican people them do. That is the type of thing and that's the type of influence that is supposed to be exalting and pushing in Jamaica. But instead, you train the little boy them and the little girl them to be skettle and train the little boy them to be killer, and now you are train the little girl them to be killers and hide gun for people and all kind of nonsense. Got the citizens of Jamaica kill one another, fight against each other straight. When are you the fucking enemy? You people are the reason why Jamaica can't rise. You and the America where you have behind you. You are the reason why Jamaica is sinking. You and America. God says it's time to separate yourself from America. You saw it for yourself. Or else, expect annihilation. And you the people of Jamaica, if they won't do it for you better do it for yourself, Because they can influence you all they want to, but you don't have to take their influence. You have a right to decide who you are. You have a right to decide the fate of your own country. Your country will be what you make it to be. Me talk to all the gunman them, all the shopkeeper them. Everybody who love Jamaica and care about your country and the future of your people and your land. The future of your commerce. The future of the quality of life that you can live. I'm talking to all of you. You have the power to not allow them to influence you. They could tell you jump over the cliff. You don't have to jump over the cliff. Tell your children them, no son, no daughter is a bad idea. It's bad for your health. It's going to hurt you. Don't do it. This is the revolution. So you better be ready to work for what you want. Work for the Jamaica you hope to see tomorrow. Right. Because if you can't handle the mission, God will take your power and your influence and your glory and give it to somebody else, some other country, some other nation. Instead of having strength for each other, have strength to stand up against the unjust system that they might try to impose upon you. Stop fighting each other. Or else if you can't manage it, God will do it for you. 2 more times. Total annihilation. But just as in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, those of you who deserve to be saved from the madness, God will let you know. You don't need to worry. At the bottom of the deck, we got perception. It's all about how you're seeing things. It says, you are getting ready to have a shift in perception that will change everything. All right. So that's what the loss of psychic abilities is about. You have lost your perception of what is right and what is wrong. Because it says loss of psychic abilities. So you're not seeing things clearly. That's why you're being led astray. And by you being led astray, you're gonna lead astray the rest of the people of the world. And God will not allow that. God will make an example of you. So be careful how you're going forward. Jamaica, government and people. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. You are natural born leaders, people of Jamaica. You think a lie me tell you, think me give you big up just because me like you. Me give you big up because of who you are. I call a king, I call a bitch a bitch. The whole world love you. If you were to list, if you were to get a piece of paper and write the list of things that you are trendsetters of, be sure you full out the whole paper. You might need more than one paper. Okay. Old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. This habit that you have of being weak, this habit that you have of listening to America, this habit that you have of wanting to be friends with America and their nonsense is keeping you and your country from moving forward, Jamaica government. That's what the loss of psychic abilities is. The perception is things are getting very serious and you're not seeing it. You're still walking blindly with America, side by side, doing every bullshit that they tell you to do. And you're gonna suffer for it if you don't stop. You and the people who follow you will suffer for it if you don't stop. Alright, that's all I have to say. Because I am a natural born leader. Your big brother and big sister to the rest of the Caribbean islands. And the world at large. Act right. You're being asked to have faith in the unseen because you're a natural born leader. So just know. So we follow you, you need to follow God. Once you follow God and we follow you, everybody you follow God. Jah. Whatever you want to call it. So by having unwavering faith, you will have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. You will increase. But right now you're on a path of decreasing. Education. What are you teaching your people? And what are your people teaching the world at large, Jamaica? That's all. Look. Self-sabotage. That's what you're doing. Alright. That's it. So, because the video this long, I'm not going to do the Marshall Montano part yet. I'm going to send out this one just like this and then I'll get to the Marshall one when it hit me spirit again. Okay? But for right now, you need to look after each other. You have the power to make your future what you want it to be. Use it. Freddie, if you think that you are about to exit this realm, you're not going away. Start to work. Do your exercises. If you need to start slow, but make the body work. Move it or lose it. And the way to keep your face young is to smile more. Do that. Facial exercise, squeeze your eye. Massaging yourself. Getting massages would be nice sometimes. Okay, get the blood flowing. Get the circulation going. Clean your lymphatic system, like clean all the mucus out your body, like doing stretches and stuff like that. Clear out your system. Walk some more. Work up your way to jogging. Actually jog. Make your heart beat. And don't overdo it. Okay? So make your heart beat. Make your lungs pump. Work your internal structure and your external structure. Get your muscles then pumping. So you could tell people you're 64 and they say you lie. That's what we want. It's possible. I'm 42. Let me come close so you can see me. See how me smooth? No wrinkly. Can I do this? See how you lift up the muscles? Black don't crack. How we work for that. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, Jamaica, I love you. We love you and we want the best for you. But you have to want the best for yourself. We can't do it for you. It starts with you. But we're not gonna make you lead way astray now. So if you go over the cliff, that's where our relationship ends with you. So don't walk over the cliff, cause we love you. Swagger. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one.